I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. The video feed got caught up, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. So my videos are about love, infinity, creation. Because we're infinite love, infinite creation, infinite energy. This is who we are. So I was just talking about, this idea of us being creators, who we are, nature. We are creators. This is who we are. We are creators. Biologically speaking, and with our actions, our free will, in the moment we create with our minds, our creativity, our innovation, our imagination. It all comes from the human brain that gets powered from the heartbeat, the electromagnetic field of the heartbeat. So we are conscious and self-aware and capable of dreaming and capable of creating because of the heartbeat, which is energy. We create. Energy is creation, and creation is life. And we are alive. So because of the human heartbeat, because of energy, and we can love. Love is the delivery mechanism of creation at a biological scale. I talk about it all the time. So anyway, I don't care if the video feed gets cut off, because that's the importance of the message. You have just to continue, and that's okay. So if you understand the notion of who we are, which is pretty obvious and in our face, who we are, then you understand that our nature is to love, our instinct is to love, because love comes from the same place as the human heartbeat, from the heart. We live to love and we love to live. We all want to have a purposeful life. So we're purposeful creators. We choose with our free will. Free will, identity, and true self, the first primary element of compass, is very clear. You see, we are individuals. We all have a heartbeat, and we all creators. We all creators. From the biological example, which is the obvious one, having children, making love, loving our creation because it's our instinct to love, just like it is our instinct to live through the heartbeat. But then also to love life, lifing, to love life. And to love life, to love to live, what's that? Well, it's purposeful life, purposeful results, purposeful energy, purposeful love, purposeful goals, purposeful flow. Everything is purposeful because we, as creators, have the free will to choose through purposeful daily action what our creation is. Our purpose is to exist as creators, so we can be purposeful about our creations, and with our consciousness, our self-awareness, our being sentient, we choose what our creations are, because we're individuals and we choose through our true self, with our true self, what we choose to do. The proof of free will is purposeful daily action. Because this is who we are. We are compasses. We are infinite eternal creators. We are sundials. I talk about it on all my videos because this is the fundamental notions of who we are as a human race, as a species. So today's video is about purposeful flow. We are in the sixth primary element of flow at this stage. So I'm going to read a little bit about what purposeful flow means and what that represents. You can always go to the visual on the website. It's y.how/purposeful-flow. That's y.how/purposeful-flow. And that's always on Substack and on YouTube as well. So I'm going to read a little bit about what purposeful flow is. So goals and challenges define actions. Okay? Actions determine the skills needed to fulfill your purpose. Focus must be sustained over time to accomplish the mission. Stretch yourself to the limits by pursuing purpose. A purpose-driven life is full of meaning. Manifesting purpose enriches your life. Purpose drives exceptional behavior. Purpose maximizes potential. So I'm going to read this one more time, and then I can break it down into the meanings of each of those sentences and how everything is connected to compass and sundial and everything that I speak about. Objective reality, truth. So purposeful flow. Goals and challenges define actions. Actions determine the skills needed to fulfill your purpose. Focus must be sustained over time to accomplish the mission. Stretch yourself to the limits by pursuing purpose. A purpose-driven life is full of meaning. Manifesting purpose enriches your life. Purpose drives exceptional behavior. Purpose maximizes potential. Okay, so let's start at the top. of Purposeful Flow. Goals and challenges define actions. So let's start at the fundamental level, which is the fourth primary element of compass, which is action, purposeful daily action. Action proves free will. We manifest our free will with our identity and our true self. And the way we do that is through purposeful daily action. We take action, we chart our own destinations. We're in control of our lives. Because we take action, we are in control. So we define ourselves through action. Action defines us. Actions define us, the individual. You can talk a big deal, but words are wind. You see, in the end, what truly defines you is your actions. What you do day in, day out. Sun rises, the actions you take. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is and the way it would always be. Words, immaterial. Actions, material. Actions are essentially what defined us. It's actions. You see, one action speaks for itself. You don't have to speak for the action. The action speaks for itself. It has its own voice. It's a voice in society. Our identity and true self gives us a voice in society. And that is our action. Our action is the voice. Yeah, the action speaks for itself. It doesn't need to be explained. You can look at it, watch it, and learn and see what the action is without any words or meaning. You can interpret it if you like. But in the end, the action is pretty clear and it speaks for itself. You see, one action speaks louder than a million words. You know, an action speaks volumes. It's just as simple as that. You know, it's just very simple. That's why the most sophisticated type of leadership is action, because action speaks for itself. And if you're a good example, a good role model because of your actions, a good leader, people will watch and learn because your actions are very clear. They define you. They speak for yourself. You don't have to speak about it. However, sometimes because we have mouths and we also have a voice, actual voice beyond the action voice, we can speak, and we ought to speak about our actions. That's what we ought to do. I mean, speak about your actions and explain what your actions are, which is exactly deliberately what I'm doing right now. I'm explaining my actions, not talking about things that are not things that I haven't done. I'm talking about my actions, what I've done and what I do every day, because I'm on purpose. I'm in purposeful flow every day. Because I take purposeful daily action, because I have free will. And that's just the way it is. So I'm an example. I'm a leader because of my actions, not because of what I say. I talk only about my actions. That's all I talk about, because my voice is my actions. So goals. Goals are essentially that. I have spoken about it in full, in depth, many times. Purposeful daily action is essential, is the foundation of purposeful goals. Who, why, how, what, when, and where. I've spoken about this extensively. Goals are essentially that purposeful daily action, because actions define us. And goals, they go hand in hand with challenges, because a challenge is something that essentially proves a state, you see. And it starts with why, because why is this? It has an infinite nature, and because of the infinite nature of why, we reach a level of what is that is unknown to us, a limit of understanding, a limit of knowledge. You see, knowledge, the ledge of knowledge, the ledge of the know, of what's known, the ledge, the cliff. Beyond that point, you don't know. It's a cliff. You don't know. No ledge. It's a ledge surrounding what you know, the know. So that's what infinity is, pushing the boundaries. The challenge is to go beyond the cliff, go beyond the ledge. And that's what understanding is. Understanding. You're under the standing. You see the foundation, the structure, you understand it, the meaning of it. Under the stand, understanding. So you are seeing the foundation of it, the knowledge, right? The ledge and everything else that surrounds what you know. But if you push beyond that notion, then that's infinity. That's why you're challenging yourself to go beyond the cliff, beyond the ledge, beyond the stand, because there's no place to understand. You're not standing anywhere because there's not such a thing, because it's unknown. So that's what the challenge is, and that starts with why. The infinite nature of why. When you ask why you get to that level, you reach a level of not knowing, the unknown. Could be the non-unknown, or it could be the unknown. Chaos. Beyond that, disorder, all these things, all these notions. Spoken about it in the past. But that is what why does. Why pushes you to understand that. And when you get to that level of understanding that you don't know, chaos, disorder, there's no knowledge, then what happens? Well, that's purpose, because you choose with your free will whether you want to pursue that challenge. Hey, I don't know the answer for this. I don't know the end state. I don't know the reason. I don't know the because. Is this what my true self wants of me? Do I pursue this goal, this challenge? And then the actions you take define you as a result. And then the how is the actions, right? The how, the processes, the behaviors, all the things, the principles, things that you do in order to pursue that specific challenge, that goal. And that defines us. And that's a big source of flow, because it pushes you to take daily action, and action is flow. Particularly when it's a challenging one, because you don't know the answer. And if it's a big purpose, there's a chance that no one else knows the answer either. Because it's part of infinity. You reached the limit, the knowledge. You reached knowledge. You reached understanding. Beyond that, there's no standing. Beyond that, there is a cliff, unknown. You pass the ledge. So you are creating. See, you're discovering. You're inventing. You're doing things beyond the point of it, and that's infinity itself. You are bringing those notions into reality. So your actions would then be the example as a leader, a defender, to everyone else to learn, because actions have a voice of their own. When you manifest your purpose through purposeful daily action, that gives you a voice, and people learn from that, and we all resonate with the creation, particularly if it's love-based. So you see it and you like, okay, cool. So that's what that means. That's the why, that's the purpose. Okay, fantastic. You see purposeful flow, it's all connected. So it's a beautiful notion. And we all are capable of this, by the way. This is not just a me thing or a you thing. This is an us thing, a we thing. All of us, all humans, the race, we all have the ability to think for ourselves, conscious and self-aware. We all sentient, we all love, we all create. So we are creators. So we all have the ability to ask why. We all have the ability to ask why. We all have this ability. And we have the ability to take action. So it's why, how. You see, it's the fifth primary element of compass. The recalibrating mechanism is a self-correcting mechanism to make sure we're always on true north, on a destination, so our dreams come true. Our true self energy guides us through purposeful daily action. It's just beautiful, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so let's go to the second sentence. That was a packed sentence right there. First one, goals and challenges define us. But let's get into the second sentence. A little bit of a chunkier one. Actions determine the skills needed to fulfill your purpose. And that is exactly right, because remember, when you hit knowledge, you hit understanding, which is a limit, it's a challenge. It's a why. You're hitting infinity. You're getting to a level of unknown that you need to bring to senses so everyone understands it's through your purpose, because you are the creator. You make that dream come true, and everyone then relates as a result of your creation. Then the actions, purposeful daily action, right? The how of your why, then guides you. And if you're on track, if you're on purposeful daily action, your actions are being purposeful because you're pursuing your purposeful goals. Remember, the foundation, purposeful goals, and the foundation of purposeful daily action. So you have the structure, the who, the why, the how, the what, the when, and where. When that just comes into motion and your true self energy guides you, then the answers, your brain's gonna tell you, hey, these are the skills needed. Creativity, you see, we're thinking, we're intelligent. We are a very intelligent race. We're not only a loving race, we are a super intelligent race. That's why we chose love as the mechanism, because it's the mechanism of creation itself. So we are very intelligent. We know that love is the answer. The power of love is the answer. So we know that because we're extremely intelligent. We are a super intelligent race. It's not such a thing as a dumb human. We are very intelligent. We're capable. We're a super, super, super intelligent race. We're sentient beings. We are self-aware and conscious. We're light spherical beings. We're an incredible race. This is who we are. It's our nature. I wish you all of us should be proud of who we are and our nature, because we are an incredible race. So then if you think about it, actions, purposeful daily action determine, right? Like actions define us, and definition comes through determination in a way, because it determines, of course, of, things that are required for those things to actually be purposeful, for the action to have a meaning in the first place, that is consequential, and it reaches an end result, which is your destination, your dream comes true, your goal. So the skills needed to fulfill your purpose. So you see, as you start to take daily action, then your brain starts to tell you, hey, this is what you need to do. If you want to reach that, it's quite challenging. It's a very big challenge. So you need to do this. And those are the skills needed. If you don't have the skills, you learn the skills. It's part of purpose. I've spoken about it in the past. Freedom, skills, calling, opportunity, dream, and action. You need to learn those skills. It's part of identity and true self. Is, I believe, knowledge is the sixth dimension. You need to have skills. You need to understand. You need to learn. It's part of experience. We learn. You remember the infinite learning formula. The infinite learning formula and the winning formula, they are coming together. You see, it's always the same values. It's who, why, how, what, when, where. Just like purposeful goals, it's always the same information, reorganized based on the circumstance, purpose-led strategy, flawless execution. All these things come together because it's all part of compass, who we are. We all compass. We are purpose-driven. This is who we are. We're purpose. We live to love and we love to live as a species. So obviously, actions determine the skills needed to fulfill your purpose, our purpose. You see, we choose our purpose, and then the actions tell you these are the skill level, this is the skill level, this is the tool sets, this is what you are needing so you get there to your destination. And that happens through purposeful daily action. If it's learning that is required or expertise, you get there so you can get there. You see, it's all part of it. It's all connected. And then, of course, it moves to it's an impactful sentence right there, because that's a lot. And you can do a lot more of reading in between the lines about this. I'm just giving you some notions. It's always connected to compass and sundial. And then again, let's just refer back to sundial then for a second. Because remember, sometimes we lack the answers, the end state. And creation itself, is manifested through energy. So our energy source, our light source, is the sun. So when we open the portal and we build the bridge, we stare at the sun, we open our eyes, open our heart, open our mind, and our brains get supercharged, and our heart gets supercharged. Then our brains get more electricity so we can tap into a higher frequency. Our DNA gets supercharged too, so our sequencing of creativity and ideas flow much better. So you can have better ideas, so you can come up with the skills or the answers required to move into the next stage. And always the heart, because of our heartbeat, gives us the energy to power the human body energy, heart energy, mind energy, true self energy. So we take the actions required for us to reach those end states. Learn the skills, the expertise, take action, and fulfill our purpose in the end. It's just beautiful. It's just how it's all connected. This is always part of the same notion. Spherical. It's infinite. It's always the notion going back to full circle. Who we are. Our nature as creators. Remember, light spherical being starts with a heartbeat, which is light spherical energy in the first place. And then, that's just the pattern of creation. So just goes like that to infinity. Because we're infinite. So, okay. So the next sentence, focus must be sustained over time to accomplish the mission. And that's why we take purposeful daily action. It's daily. Because, time, the way we think of time time is a linear thing. I mean, when you think of time, you think in terms of timelines, deadlines. It's always a line, right? Because it's a linear thing. It's past, present, and the future. So it's a line. You see, milestones, all this is always a line. It's always a line that you cross. It's always crossing a line. When you get to a goal, you cross a line. It's always this notion of the line, which has to do with the circle in the first place, because the circle is a line that has no end. So it's all connected, you see. So let's talk about what time is. And time is this notion. It's a linear notion, right? It's a progression. It just happens linearly. So, and what's that definition? Well, you break it down into days, seconds, minutes, blah, blah, blah. But the constant is really here and now, the moment. That's why you manifest free will here and now, because of purposeful daily action. It's here and now, I'm focused here and now, and then that brings flow, and then I'm creating here and now. But the here and now is, from here and now, everything is like zero. You see, like infinity. Everything comes out of infinity, everything comes out of zero. Everything comes out of here and now. Here and now, like you add one here and now and another here and now, then it becomes past, present, future. It becomes everything. But it's only here and now, that's all it is. It's the only thing you have is this very moment. And that's why you have to use it wisely, meaning purposefully, because time is of the essence. And what's the essence? The essence is here and now, is the life itself, purpose. The reason why we're here to create. So when we focus, so focus must be sustained over time to accomplish the mission. And what's the mission? It's our dream, right? It's our dream. The mission, we have a mission, it's our purpose, the what. And we pursue that, we pursue the mission, right? We pursue the mission. And the mission is something that we choose purposefully. This is why this is all purposeful flow. Because we choose the mission, it's us. We choose it, it's our own choice, our free will. So the focus, meaning the action, the flow, purposeful daily action, must be sustained over time. So over here and now. So here and now must be constant. Here and now you must be taking action. Every day, day in, day out, you take action. Action, action, action. Purposeful daily action. Recalibrate with why, how, make sure you're in flow, stay on true north, reach your destination, full circle, start again. Reinforce, strengthened identity and true self, new purposes. Time and energy, which is this third primary element, and time is the definition of it in the way of here and now. And then action, and then it's full circle again with why, how. It's always full circle, it's spherical, because everything is spherical. So now, it's the focus, right? Purposeful daily action over time gets you there. Today is the first step, tomorrow is the next step. Then day after that, weekly, yearly, daily, monthly, you name it, you get there. It has taken me years and years and years to get to this level of when I have written the book, and now I'm just narrating the book. But it took me a long time, years and years and years, you see, many days. Focus must be sustained over time to accomplish the mission. My mission was always to write the book. But it took me a long time, and I had to maintain the focus over time, sustained focus, so I can accomplish the mission, which was to write the book, so I can talk to you right now, here and now. Okay, so that's that line. So it's important, you see, putting it all together. You all to, purpose requires action, and daily purposeful action is the mechanism of free will. Okay, so let's go into the next sentence. Stretch yourself to the limits by pursuing purpose. Then again, limits, understanding, knowledge. You're pushing the boundaries to the very limit of understanding and knowledge. That's why stretching, you're stretching to the very edge, to the limit. You're stretching to the limit so you can reach a new limit, because we're limitless. But the only way to prove the idea of limit is by pushing beyond it. Because there's a limit, right? And that's why it defines it. Oh, that's a limit. But how do you know that's a limit? Because you can go beyond it. So you reach a new limit. So it makes us limitless. It's the notion of infinity. You reach a limit, then you go through that limit. Stretch yourself beyond that point. And that's what why is, why, how, and all these ideas. Infinity, because everything is infinite. It's our nature. You see, my ideas always come back full circle, because infinity is exactly that. It's full circle. So then, but it's an infinite full circle in never ends. It just goes and goes and goes because we never stop learning. We just keep on going. There's never limits. There's always a new limit. You always reach new limits. We're limitless. So you stretch yourself to your limit, to the limit. So once you get there, you do that by asking why, pursuing a purpose. Then once you get to your purpose, then that limit is reached. So then you have a new purpose, a new challenge, a new goal. So you reach another limit. So you see, go through the thresholds. You're reaching critical mass after critical mass after critical mass. Is called evolution. So we just keep on developing, keep on growing. And this applies to all notions. This is just part of nature. This is who we are. This is our nature. So you stretch yourself to the limits by pursuing purpose, because that's where you learn. Is the stretch, when you push to the limit and you sustain that over time to accomplish the mission, you're pushing the limit, then you expand the limit. The boundaries are expanded. So you become limitless because there's no limit. You keep on pushing and you keep on pushing and you keep on pushing and you keep on pushing. And that's what infinity is. It's proving infinity, biologically speaking, through our actions, because we create with our hearts. And love is the energy, because it's love that allows us. It's a heartbeat, right? That keeps us alive, keeps us breathing. It's a heartbeat that powers the human body so we can be conscious and self-aware. So it's the heart, it's the love that we have to reach that limit for our purpose, or why, that allows us to take the action. And we go with our heart energy, with our mind energy. So we are creative and we keep on pushing and we sustain over time. And then true self energy guides us. So we keep on pushing and we keep on pushing and we keep on pushing. We push and push and push and push. And you don't push in the wrong place. You push, it's like going back to rugby, scrum. You push at the center of gravity. That's where you stretch yourself, right? You push there. You're not pushing over there in the corner where no one's watching. No, you're pushing at the scrum. You're pushing at the point, center of gravity of it. That's where the push comes, where the ball is, the action, the play, the here and now. No one cares about who's pushing over there. The limit is the stretch, and the stretch is the scrum, that moment. You see, you're pushing the tension, the limit. That's the limit. You're breaking it through action, because there's a purpose. So that's just an example of a physical action, but you can apply it to every concept, because these notions are infinite. It's no limit to where you push and you stretch. So then again, that's it. You see, it's the stretch, is the limit. Is you push, 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 push. Go through the boundaries. Go through the limits. And then when you do that, that's flow, is action. You're flowing, it's purposeful flow. And that's, the next sentence, which is a purpose-driven life is full of meaning. Then again, you got to understand what this means. Purpose-driven life, purposeful life. Your life is full of meaning because it's purposeful. Purpose is meaning. See, purposeful life is full of meaning. Meaning, we assign meaning to things. We assign values to things. This is how the mind works. The mind assigns values to things, and we attach it with emotions. And if these are loving emotions, then it's a meaningful emotion, because always our most beautiful and meaningful experiences are those of love. Like, I'm a father. So, those are beautiful experiences and beautiful memories, and a lot of meaning in there. And then again, that's just an example when you love your children and your family and the things that you love. But then also the things that you do and who you are. If you're a foodie player, the game that you won, the play that you made, it's meaningful. Those memories power you. You see, it's powerful. So it's all about that. It's all about meaning. And purpose is meaning. Because of why? Because it's who we are, identity, our true self. We are purposeful creatures. We're purposeful energy. We're purposeful love. We require purposeful lives because we live to love and we love to live. Why? Because of the heartbeat gives us life. So our primordial instinct to live is the human heartbeat. And then we love with our hearts, which is the same place where the heartbeat comes from. So we live to love and we love to live because we love a purposeful life. And that's the pinnacle of life, a purposeful existence. We love ourselves and our actions and those people around us that give us meaning. And that's how we keep on going. That's how we keep on adding meaning. So a purpose-driven life is full of meaning. That's why you stretch, because when you stretch to the limit, you create new meaning. You're creating new meaning, new memories, new experiences that make you even more meaningful, more powerful because of flow, purposeful flow, because you are creating all these memories, you're creating all these beautiful things. You see, you're creating with love. And again, love. It's all about love. It's all about love, people. It's all about love. Power of love is just the way, because it's our nature. Our instinct is to love. It's just the way it is. It's just love is the most powerful energy of creation because it created biology in the first place through the human heartbeat. So it's just beautiful. I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. People, I just love you. A purpose-driven life is full of meaning, and that's exactly why, because it's full of love, it's full of creation, full of energy. It's just beautiful. It's who we are. See, purposeful life is the pinnacle of life because it's purposeful goals, full of meaning. You see, purposeful results, purposeful flow, purposeful love, purposeful energy, purposeful daily action. It's all these things together. It's just beautiful. Purposeful flow. Now let's get into the next line. Manifesting purpose enriches your life. Then again, it's part of the same notion. These ideas build on top of each other. So manifesting purpose, meaning reaching your goal, dreams comes true, destination is reached, arrive to your destination, compass, purposeful daily action. We are there, the vision has materialized, the mission has been accomplished. Right? We made it. We manifested free will through purposeful daily action. We are there. We are dream makers. Our dreams come true. We are creators. This is who we are. So manifesting purpose, that's what it is through purposeful daily action. Enriches your life, our lives, everyone's life, because purpose is that. Purpose is love. So when you create a beautiful thing, your dream comes true, then people resonate with it and agree, hey, that's a beautiful creation. And then it enriches you. It makes you meaningful. You know, oh my goodness, I have a sense of purpose. I have a sense of existing. I exist. I have a purposeful life. My life is beautiful. My life has meaning. I'm happy. I'm joyful. Look at this. I'm capable of creating every day. I love myself. I love my creation. And I create beautiful things that society relates to and it rewards me. My voice, my actions, my purpose gives me a clear indication of who I am. So you keep on going because we're infinite eternal compasses. This is who we are. We're infinite eternal sundials. We build the portal. We open the portal. We build the bridge. Open our eyes, open our hearts, open our minds. Stare at the sun. That energy comes in. It supercharges our brains. It supercharges our minds. It makes us incredible. Much more incredible than we already are. Because it's infinite, we're always evolving. And that's just the way it is. So manifesting purpose enriches our lives, your life. Why? Because that's just who we are. We're purposeful creatures. We live to love when we love to live. This is our nature. This is what we're here to do, to create. And we create through purposeful daily action because we have free will and the identity into self chooses our purpose because we're sentient beings. We're intelligent race, we're conscious and self-aware, we choose with our actions where we headed. And that's why the meaning, because we choose, is us. We chose our direction in the first place. We chose our destination, we chose our purpose. And it wasn't there. So the dream comes true. And then that gives us meaning because it was us. It proves our status as creators. You see, that's why it's meaningful because it enriches our lives. It makes us richer, it makes us better. When we innovate and create and do things that are powerful and society benefits, then it's not only enriching our lives, it enriches everyone else. And because we're part of a collective, we're part of, common purpose, shared purpose, we're making society better. So because we're contributing to society, to the world, to humanity, then we are richer. And this is why we are better than we were 20, 50, 100 years ago, because we're all contributing to a bigger thing and we're all richer as a result. And it has to do with purpose, with free will, with compass, with who we are, with our nature. It's just beautiful. So then if we move to the next one is purpose drives exceptional behavior. And this is exactly why. Because it's our choice. It's our heart. We follow our heart. And our heart is telling us, you're alive. You have a heartbeat, so you love. And you love your creation. You live to love and you love to live. So go and create something purposeful, something meaningful, something that drives you. And then again, the most sophisticated leadership is being the example. And how are we the example? Our actions have a voice of their own. They speak for themselves, right? Everything else is just background information, background noise. The action speaks for itself. The play, you watch it, oh, well, it speaks for itself. Then the player can talk about it and how he feels about it and how it went down. But in the end, you watch it, that's a play. It was a play. I didn't talk about what I was going to do. No, I did it. And then the talking happens as a result of what I've done because it speaks for itself. So then again, that's why it drives exceptional behavior, because the purpose is not about the thinking. The purpose is about the doing. So the doing, the action. And behavior is action. You see, identity, behavior, action is identity-based purpose, because the actions happen as a result of the true self energy guiding your actions. Us, the individual, we drive the action through our motion, through our flow, purposeful flow. So then again, because we're in sync with creation itself through true self energy, we one with everything, open the portal, build the bridge, our supercharged brains, our supercharged hearts, in sync with our actions, prefrontal cortex, gone, shattered. It's not there, shuts down. We are flowing, we're taking action. Then the behavior is just masterful, because it's true self energy is your true self taking control, guiding it. And the behavior is just incredible. The actions are beautiful, and everyone resonates with it. Everyone would say, wow, what that person, the way he moves, wow, special. Or the way that person writes, that way the person sings, the way that person, whatever, or that team or that group, exceptional behavior, which is action. See, purpose is action. So purpose drives exceptional behavior, because behavior was behavior, it's action. So, and if you have a meaningful purpose, then the actions will be exceptional, because you are the exception. You have a purpose. You are doing something that is wonderful, beautiful to watch. Why? Because it's loving. You love it. And when you love what you do, you create, and you're creating beautiful actions, and everyone relates with beautiful actions. And this is just the way it is, and the way it would always be. This will never change. So this is why the idea comes full circle, purposeful flow, and leads to purpose maximizes potential. Precisely because of that. Because our potential is that. So we exist to have a purpose. Have purposeful life. So that's why we maximize our potential, because we are here to have a purpose. And when we have a purpose, then we maximize our potential, because we are here. Our potential is to create, and purpose is creation, love, all these things together, compass, sundial. So when you have a purpose and you have purposeful daily action and you have purposeful flow, then you're maximizing your potential, because your potential is to create, is to have a purpose in the first place, to have a purposeful life. So when you're taking purposeful daily action and you're in flow with your actions, it's not only that you have exceptional behavior, but you maximize your potential. You are peak experience, pinnacle of life, purposeful results. Your dreams come true. Your true self energy is guiding your daily action. You are maximizing potential. This is who you are, your infinite potential, but you're maximizing it by purpose, because purpose comes from why, and why has an infinite nature. And you're challenging yourself with goals and define you. You see an example now. You're an example. Society can see you. Humans can see you. Humanity can see you and say, wow, what an amazing person that human is. Full of purpose. And that's what maximized potential is. Purpose maximizes potential because of that very notion. Because what's potential? The potential is, in physics, potential is the ability for an object to do something, the potential. Energy potential is like the limit of the energy of an object, for example. And you have all these different potentials in motion and all this physics. So what's Our potential is infinite because we're purposeful, we're beautiful, we're light spherical beings. So we are infinite potential. But how do we maximize infinite potential? By creating, and we create through purpose, which is why, which is infinity. So the idea comes full circle, it's compass, spherical. So our purpose is our why, and why, how, the action. So we maximize it. You see, we're creating life, we're creating with our love. Maximizing potential is like our limits of understanding get reached. So we reach a new limit, we go beyond the boundary, we create, we reach our destination. And we just keep doing this and doing this and doing it. And maximizes potential, and it's meaningful, and it's just beautiful. Life is just beautiful. I love humanity with all my heart, with all my might. This is who we are. We are the human race. We're the leaders and defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. We are the citizenry. This is who we are. We're here to love. We're here to create. This is our nature. This is who we are. We're light spherical beings. We're infinite eternal creators. We're infinite eternal compasses. We're infinite eternal sundials. We open the portal. We build the bridge. Stare at the sun. Open our hearts. It's just a beautiful thing. This is who we are. Love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Remember, purposeful flow is the way to go because we are energy, and energy flows. Because we're biological, we feel, so our energies must be those that we love. Follow our hearts. Love the things you do. Take the actions that are loving. And those are the ways for you to be purposeful and be one with flow. Because, and again, actions, energy, flow, love, it's all connected. This is who we are. We live to love and we love to live. Love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. I will be making more videos.